here for the tactics. Yes, for the tactics. Some are just bad, some are used in every battlefield, and a few should get you banned. We'll start from the absolute rock bottom and move towards S tier and maybe move even higher. Use at your own discretion. Sentry, or as it's professionally called, auto soft air. It tracks enemies and shoots at them. When you're around it, it gives it a confidence boost and tells you where the enemy is. The thing is that it automatically lags behind enemies running. Basically it doesn't hit as the CPU is frying up and trying to track down the enemy. This should have never made it into the game. I don't know why it is there. Please remove tier. Takedowns. Death in 100% of all cases. Parachute behind enemy lines, look for a lost boy, sneak up to them, breathe down their neck and hold F. Same tier. D tier, also known as doesn't equate for fun tier. Heli shooting. The kind of shooting where you sit in the heli and randomly spray with your MG until you hit a shot. Sadly, one shot doesn't equal a kill and you die seconds later. But what about anti-air in the air, you say? No. It works with good pilots, which there are none of in your match. D tier. Hop in a jet or a heli, spot either a vehicle or something going for a walk. Now aim your guns, but don't fire. Normally you would shoot at your target, but this isn't a normal game, so you shoot yourself into your target. Congrats, you've just wasted your vehicle and honor. Occasionally you will get 1 or 2 kills using this method, but I don't rely on it. D tier. Ballistic Shield. With this you can basically knock people out and protect yourself from enemy fire. Counters against this: every kind of explosive and vehicle in the game. Also, the guy is incapable of carrying the shield with one hand, so you can't shoot anybody when it's equipped. Kills sometimes fun, but most of the time just D tier. Moving up to C tier, tactics might lead to kills or assist, whilst also, for the first time, bring some, although limited, joy to you. Helicopters. That is the sound of anti-air looking out for you. Now is the time to either get out of there or deflect it. Sadly, 40 out of the 64 players will shoot you over and over and over again until you're dead. That plus the deflection cooldowns means when there aren't many enemies around, you might have a chance to scoop up some people. C tier. Find yourself a nice bush, lay down, start up your drone and subscribe to me? It's time to go into the skies. Swoop over enemies and spot them. Now wait and let the team do the work for you. This will get you tons of assists and will annoy your enemies. A little bit boring, but C tier. The shield. You can deploy 2, resulting in you having a nice cozy spot to do anything you want without having to worry about enemy fire.
Deployable cover is done for!
Never mind.
Deployable cover is done for!
This one can be used for every kind of enemy and friendly thing there is. The repair tool. Normally you would use this to heal up your vehicle, but using it on enemy vehicles or bodies will suddenly turn it into a death machine. Normal battlefield stuff. Kills are few and spare, but once you've done it, a wave of relief and satisfaction over.
You're gonna die.
C tier. Does it get better? Yes. B tier. Finally, tactics become more reliable and you might get a glimpse of fun doing these. The jet, a classic. Although it flies like 11 tons of scrap metal, there are kills to be made with this one. Mostly in the vehicular category though, as the most effective method is to use rockets to prey on and finally kill the designated target. Heli confusing the rocket, just make a turn and do it again until there's no escape. Not too fun, but fun. B tier. You're in the heli again. This time though, you're on a gun and spray down enemies. Unlike your MG, the weapons on this one are more useful and might result in some kills. Also, your pilot is responsible for the well-being of you, so you face none of the blame in case of death. Overall, B tier. The MAV, also called Man, this is actually quite nice. I get assists and get to have fun. Unlike the drone, you have to spot your targets, which should then be killed by your buds in the vehicle, which in turn results in assists and raging enemies. You and your buds chilling in the vehicle is what this makes it move above the drone. B tier. The dog. Half blind, deaf, not fluffy but still cute. Open laptop, buy, cuteness comes falling out of the sky. The dog follows you wherever you go unless it's distracted by invisible enemies and isn't able to hit them. This might get you 1 or 2 dead enemies, requiring almost no work at all. Yes, let your pet do it for you until it miserably dies and blows up. Emotional bonding is not recommended. B tier. The suit. Can be trash, can be godlike. Jump from a high place and fly behind enemy lines. You think every enemy is in front of you, but in reality there is one guy camping with a sniper at their spawn waiting to kill you. You will also bash into buildings a lot and somehow survive a 100 mph headfirst dive into concrete. What is nice though is that you can get to spots you could otherwise not go to and get a nice sniping position yourself. Quite nice, but results in fails a lot. B tier. A classic, driving over people. The most fun you can have here is with the hovercraft. Touch an enemy with your soft cushion and he'll fold over and die. It's incredibly effective and results in lots of kills. Classic B tier. We are moving up to A tier. This is where your brain finally activates and you realize that you can make more than 10 kills a match. The Zook. Yes, this is fun and yes, you can make a lot of kills with it if you use most of your brain cells. Point it at enemies and fire. If you slightly miss, you're not gonna get a single kill. This can also be combined with the sitting in a heli strat, which results in 0 kills. Good luck with this one, because ripping enemies apart with big explosions is always fun. I like it. A tier. C4, C5. This is the best way to ruin someone's gaming experience. This can be used in various ways. Find a lone soldier preying on your teammates and then prey on that preying enemy. Pew. Now throw it, pull out your remote and slightly push down the little red button and... A tier. Any tank is a good tank. It's a driving death machine, but in the best way possible. Somehow, as in every vehicle in this game, it can fit infinite amounts of tank shells in there. Fortunately, the little stick figures running around don't have that advantage, so you can as much as you want, while driving them over at the same time. That plus some good teammates in the vehicle and you might get a few more kills than usual. A tier. The Grapple. This allows you to get to places other people can't. You can also swing through trees if you want to. This doesn't get you kills, but something better. Fun. This thing is a rage machine. If you manage to get 2 jabs at an enemy, they gracefully die. You're happy, the enemy is not. I love it. A tier. We are moving up to the good ones. S tier. The Balloon. Like I said, it's prime for driving people over, but if your gunner does a good job, this thing is deadly. It's beautiful, but horrifying at the same time. Mostly horrifying though. Awesome. S tier. If you're not the one in an aircraft and it explodes, it's always fun. Focus on an aircraft, shoot. If deflected, wait for it to cool down and shoot again. It's effective and satisfying. Don't surround yourself with trees though, they're evil and will block you from detecting stuff. I like S tier. You might disapprove, and a certain part of myself does too, but sniping is a classic. While I do not enjoy getting headshotted myself, I indeed enjoy headshotting others. It's simple and effective. And satisfying. And I hate it. S tier. The XM8. Now I do know what you might think. This thing is only available in the portal mode, but it's so satisfying to use. Might just be a normal weapon to you, but for me it's godlike. But in the depths of this there is something even better. Let's unlock the secret tier. M5c Bolt. Your enemies won't see it coming, and so do you. It's disgusting. Now, only 2 people can use it and you can unlock it quite late, but this thing is too good. I don't think I need to explain. Anyways, these were only some of the tactics and there are a lot more. Give me time and maybe a like and I'll do a second one.